Hi, Rosie here. Welcome to my channel. To my subscribers, welcome back, and thank you so much for always being here with me. If you're new and just stopping by, hi, my name is Rosie. I hope you stick around, like what you see, and perhaps consider subscribing. So without further ado, I do have a Dollar General haul here for you. I went to 4 different stops at 4 different Dollar Generals. Excuse me, I cannot talk, you guys. I am so sorry. I really have not been feeling well, but I really needed to get a video out, so please bear with me. So what I was trying to say is I do have a Dollar General haul for you today. Some of these items are craft related, some of them are not. I picked them up anyway, and I am going to show them to you. Please, I am sneezing and coughing, so I do apologize if that happens to come about. I just really have not been feeling myself. It's going on 2 weeks. I am taking antibiotics. I just can't seem to get well. That's neither here or there, so without further ado, let's just get into it. And like I said, I made 4 stops, so these are different stores. I'm gonna go ahead and show you. I'm gonna save the biggest purchase that I made at the second stop for last. The first stop that I made. Now, I am gonna go ahead and tell you without blabbing too much, because I do tend to do that. The first one that I did stop at, I was on the hunt. Can I say that? Yes, I'll go ahead and say that. I was on the hunt for American craft supplies at Dollar General. If you haven't already heard, it has been over on YouTube that American crafts are making their way to Dollar General. So that's what I was on the hunt for yesterday. Unfortunately, I did have to go and run some errands. As bad as I was feeling, I did need to go and take care of some errands. I had some tests that needed to be done. So while I was out and about, I came across a Dollar General, and I decided to go ahead and make some stops. There was 4, including the one just around the corner from my house, that were in the area, so I made those stops. That was the only reason I made the stops. I was already out and about. But enough of that. Let's just go ahead and get into it. Now, the first stop that I made, all I saw was this everyday 12 by 12 paper pad. And that's just what it is. It's 25 sheets, single-sided, everyday paper pad. These are the patterns. They didn't have anything else there. This was the only thing I bought at the store. Now, it was priced at $5, and I'm going to be honest with you. As much as I love paper, I really wasn't too excited about spending $5. However, I did look through the 3 different ones they had, which is all they had. See how thin this paper pad is? It's just everyday paper pad. 25 sheets. Again, I apologize about the mirror image, but here are the patterns. Now, I went on ahead and purchased it thinking it was $5 because there's this one. Now, y'all already know I can't do a flip through, but I'll try. There was this one sheet in this paper pad to begin with that I really did like. I looked at the other 2, but I decided on this one. Y'all already know I cannot do this, but we're going to try. So, I will show you the one that I really was drawn to. I mean, it's all pretty paper to me, but so this is the one I really did like. If you can see that, I really did. I don't know why, but I really did like this. Just the whole design of this pattern sheet, I really did like. There's another one that's like a mint green, very pale mint green, that I really did like. But this one, I bought this because of this one sheet, if you can believe that. Now, well, as I'm flipping through this, or at least trying to flip through, I wanted to go ahead and tell you all that I am trying to do a different setup as far as filming. Look at that. That's so beautiful to me. I'm trying to work on a different setting. How does that even make sense? I'm trying to work on a different way of filming for future videos where you don't have to see my face. Y'all already know. There's another way. Look at this beautiful plaid right here with this pink. I love that. Anyways, bear with me and look at this sheet right here. I believe this is just like a dictionary page. Let me see. No, that's not the, well, it's just wording, if y'all can see that. There is a page in here that's like, look at this. I feel like you can use that for fall or autumn. Look at that. It's so pretty to me. This whole paper, look at that one. That's the one. Now you can't really see it on the, but it's like a mint green, I want to say. What I was trying to say is I am working on a different setup to film, so you don't have to see my face, you guys. I don't want to annoy you all. So that's the dictionary page that I was talking about. It's just one. This is single-sided. I've already said that. Don't mean to be repetitive. Pardon me. Oh my goodness. Let me see if I can do this flip through. Y'all already know. I am going to try and do for future videos, work on a different setup. This one's actually pretty too. On a different setup to where I can show you these paper pads a better way. You don't have to deal with my face, y'all. Okay, that one's pretty too. Anyways, like I said, these are the patterns right here. Now, I don't know if I already said, but this was $5. It was priced at $5. Look how thin this. I mean, it's just 25 sheets, single-sided, everyday paper pad. But this was priced at $5. I wasn't too excited. If I'm being honest, I wasn't crazy about having to pay $5 for it. But I mean, I love paper. I was going to go ahead and pay for it. But surprisingly, I mean, see how thin this is. It's an everyday paper pad. But that one sheet just, it sold me. So I said, okay, yes, I'll pay $5. Again, y'all already know. If you don't already know, I do try to limit myself to a certain budget of how much money I do spend. It is what it is. That's just me. I'm not gonna get too much into that. That's just me. But I was okay with spending $5 today. Maybe any other day, probably not. But today, or yesterday is what I'm trying to say. When I made this purchase, I thought, okay, I'll go ahead and do it because that one paper just I really loved it for whatever reason. Just weird like that. But surprisingly, when I went to the register, it did not ring up $5. She said my total was $4.06, and I was like, what? That paper pad is $5. She's like, the clerk was like, no ma'am, it was only $3.75. And I'm like, okay, well, I'll take it. That's great, thank you. I mean, I was still gonna pay $5 for it, but it did ring up $3.75, $4.06 with tax. So I thought that was great. Only thing I purchased there. Okay, so another one that I went to, I only found these two items. Now, not really craft related, but I'm gonna show them to you anyway. This, you guys, I did not need this. If I'm being honest, I did not need this. But it was just too cute, I couldn't pass it up. Now, this is just a simple little fun in the sun plastic cooler. Is what it's just a cooler, supposedly. Okay? It looks like a little ice chest, for being honest. That's what it looks like. It was priced at $5. It says fun in the sun, and it's got the little feet, and it does save. You can see it's priced at $5. However, this was 50% off, so I paid $2.50. So yes, please, I'll take it. Now, I don't know that I'll actually use this in my car for an ice chest, but I thought that I could probably stencil over this. Actually, first I'll sand it because it's plastic, paint over it, and then probably use a stencil of some sort and decorate it really pretty for my craft room and just keep some items in it. It's probably what I'm gonna do. Actually, it's what I'm gonna do. And so definitely could put like my wood blocks or cards. I mean, just a number of things. And I thought it was really cute. So I paid $2.50. Yes, I did. Did I need that? No, absolutely not. But it was too cute. I couldn't pass it up. I paid $2.50 for that. Didn't find anything at this $1 General stock, but I did make some purchases there. And I really did like these. This was $1. This is just the Faith Over Fear. Guys, I can't even talk. Y'all already know. This says Faith Over Fear word search. It was $1, and it's the large print. So I really did love that. I have a couple of these. I mean, I have several of these actually. I have one that's really thick and beautiful. It's even got some coloring images. This is just, it was more than $1. I bought it years ago, but this one was $1. You can't see it with the mirror image. I apologize, but the floral is just really pretty, and this is just something to do like if I'm at an appointment or if I ever find some spare time at home. I rarely ever do. I always have things to do, and like right now I should be resting, but I'm not. But it's okay, I'm not complaining. But you get what I'm trying to say. So it's just a simple, and this is a good time. And what I liked about this one was where it's got, you know, Ezekiel's vision of the temple. I mean, they're titled. So the false prophet of Hannah. Yeah, I mean, they're just, you know what I'm saying? They're, to us, a child is born. So they're titled. So as I'm doing the word search, you know, it's like I'm studying the word as well. Not really, but you know, you get what I'm trying to say. I really did love that. It was only $1. The cover was really pretty. This is something really good to do. I mean, It's the word, so can't go wrong with that. It was $1. I did buy this other one. Of course, I did not need this one. This was $3. Did I pay $3? Yes, I did. Okay, so this is coffee break. But look at this. This is beautiful. I am a big coffee drinker. Anything to do with coffee, I am there for it. This is advanced coloring. It was $3, and it's just a coloring book. We do color in our house, my husband and I. It's very therapeutic. If I'm being honest, my husband colors more than I do. Like I said, I feel like a woman's job is never done. True. But anyways, this is a coloring book, and it's just a coffee coloring book. Look at these images. I love this one. Absolutely precious. I'll go through some of these pages so that you can see them. You're not going to be able to read the things, but they are pretty. I mean, anything to do with coffee, I'm there for it. I loved this one. That one with the bugs. Look at this one. I believe that one could be like this one right here. Yeah, I believe that one is right there. And it's just, there you go. I'll tell you what this one is. I need coffee. That's a, hold on a second, guys. This one says, I need coffee. That's as dark as my soul. Oh, Lord Jesus, my soul is not dark. Okay, but anyways, there it is. I do not drink my coffee dark, you guys. I do put creamer in it, but let me see. Okay, I need to go back this way. I need coffee as dark as my soul. Really? Can we just word that one a little bit better? Like, I'd like to think there's light in my soul. Okay, this one is nice. This, I drink coffee for your protection. True that. You do not want to face me in a day without having had coffee first. But look at that. That's cute. I like that. Okay, I think you get what I'm trying to say. This one too. I can do anything with a little coffee and some sarcasm. No, I can do anything with coffee and a whole lot of Jesus. That's my saying. That's really what that should say. But anyways, you get what I'm saying. It's just a coffee coloring book. It says coffee break advanced coloring. Need a coffee break? There you go. So I did pay $3 for that. And that was it for that one. Okay, no, I'm fibbing. I apologize. Now this, like I said, it's not craft related, but I'm going to show it to you because I am a sucker for this little truck. Look at this beautiful little truck. You guys, I have so many of these in all shapes, sizes, and forms. But this is just a cute little famous, I don't want to say little red truck because it's not, but you know what I'm trying to say. Look at this beautiful little, it was Oh, I'm sorry. I thought this was, no, it is $5. I paid $5 for it. I don't think I could put a price tag on these little trucks. I will buy them. I have several of them. But this was too cute. It was white. I loved the way it had the little distressing on it. And I even have one that's a little coffee truck at my coffee bar. But anyways, I thought I could put either paper clips, maybe even just like my pencils. This is going in my craft room. I have several already, but I couldn't pass it up. It's really tiny. It's like, here's my hand. You can see it there, right there. I'm going to put that in my craft room on my desk. Definitely fill it up with your paper clips. More than likely like pens or something. But I did buy this for my craft room. Did I need it? No, absolutely not. I already have a beautiful couple of them in my craft room. But again, $5. You get what I'm saying. Too much blah, blah, blah. So I did pay $5 for this one. That was it for that one Dollar General. You guys, I am a mess. I'm going to show you my little coffee truck. I just cannot. If you'll excuse me for just 1 minute. I have to show it to you. Okay, I am so sorry you had to see all of that. But look at this. You cannot see it with the mirror image. I'm so sorry. But this, oh my word. It even has little opening doors. The doors even open, you guys, barely, but look at that. Oh my goodness, isn't this adorable? It does say coffee, this, and the little coffee cup. Oh, isn't this adorable? It's got little hearts. Can you see that? This is my coffee bar little truck that sits on top of my little coffee bar, my little kitchen nook over there. Okay, anyways, enough of the little truck. But I am a fan of the truck. Okay, so that's that. Okay, so the other Dollar General that I stopped, I made 4 different stops. I was on the hunt, if I'm being honest, for American crafts. Didn't find very many American crafts, but it's okay because I bought other cutesy stuff that I could use. And I got some amazing deals, in my humble opinion, that were on clearance. So this stop was at the last stop on my way home at the Dollar General, literally around the corner from my house. It's walking distance, y'all. Okay, this is the last stop. I got a $5 off coupon. If you already know, you know. Okay. These were the only items that I purchased there at that store. Let me see. This is not the receipt. It's probably in my purse. Okay. All right. So, pardon me. I feel like a sneeze was coming. Okay, so I purchased one of these before. I believe it was like at a Family Dollar, and I have showed it here on my channel. I think it said to do. This is just a little notepad. See how long this is. It's got the little, whatever, little rings you can call here. It says notes. It's floral. I paid $3. It's pretty thick. I do have another one that says to-do list, and I am using it. This one, however, says notes, and I really did like it, so got it for $3. And then I purchased this one. Now, I believe these are just dry erase tabletop signs. Pardon me, excuse me. And I want to say how many are in here. These were $1. Let's just open them up. Nothing fancy. I already have a little small dry erase board that's actually like on the easel. Why I needed to buy these, I don't know, but I'm a sucker. Sucker for anything that's got like a little pink. Okay, so these kind of do stand, but you know, it's got the little stand right here. There are 2 of them. And they will stand. And they're just got this little scallop edge. They're very pale pink. It was just 2 small dry erase boards. Who knows? I might even incorporate this in a journal some way, some sort. But, you know, they were $1 and they're 2. I made that purchase there. These will not go to waste. Like I said, I could even incorporate this in a journal somehow, some way or the other. I don't think you can ever have enough dry erase boards, being honest. I could even use this in my laundry room if I really wanted to. Whatever, it was only $1, right? Okay, so there's that. And then I bought these. Now, this is by We Are Memory Keepers, American Crafts. It says so in the back. And these are just the little vials. What are they called? These are the large vials. Now, I never did find any of these at Ollie's when I was doing all the shopping for the American Crafts. And I do have some like these that I purchased in the past from Dollar Tree. However, these are from We Are Memory Keepers. They're 4. They're the large vials, and I paid $1. So, they only had one, so you know me, I snatched it. There's that. Now, this one, I don't even know how much I paid for this. I don't know where my receipt is at. It couldn't have been no more than $3 to $5. And I feel like I really did need this in some way, sort of, kind of, yeah. Something about taking notes and writing stuff on paper is me. That's just me. Like, if it's written down on paper and I see it, it works for me. But, however, this is not like a to-do list. This is a home finance and bill organizer. Now, I have one that I paid for many years ago. It's really thick. It's really, really nice. However, I have been using that repeatedly. I've even done my own DIY inserts for it, only because it was only for 1 year, but I've used it repeatedly for like many years, and it's just really thick and beautiful. It's just it's actually a finance organizer binder, but it also has like a calendar. It's got notes. It's really beautiful, and it's big, and I paid quite a bit of money for that one specifically. So I've just repeatedly used it, but it's time to retire that thing. It really is, only because I've actually like torn off the old yearly finances in our household and used DIY inserts only because I liked the cover. Now, that one is a really expensive, nice binder, but like I said, I need to retire it. And so this is not one like that one. It's just a simple little one, but it's cute, it's pretty. And so until I can get a nicer one, because the other one, I actually also keep like my expenses, my monthly expenses, like the things that I purchase for my household on a monthly, and that goes from everything, from every room in the house to like household items, laundry, bathroom, kitchen, I mean, you name it, everything. And that's why it's so thick. But like I said, it needs to be retired. Why did I say all that? I don't know. But anyways, I did buy this one, and like I said, it's a very cheap one, but for now it's gonna work. I need to retire the other one. And this is just exactly, it's a home financing and bill organizer. I don't know, it doesn't have a price on it, but like I said, it could have been no more than $3 to $5, but it's actually very pretty. It does have a calendar, and it's got these sheets with a pocket, and it's got one for every month. And so even though we're close to the end of the year, this is actually going to work, because the other one is really, it needs to be retired. I think I've already said that. But okay, so that's what I bought. And it's cute. It's pretty. Don't know how much this was. I don't know. It had to be like maybe $3 to $5. So that's what I got. Didn't find anything else there. And that's my local Dollar General. The one that's just around my house. That was the last stop. But I did find this, and I thought it was beautiful. I only paid $1. They only had one. And this is just the New Testament King James Version Holy Bible paperback. But I just thought it was beautiful. Look at the floor. I mean, it's the Holy Bible, y'all. I asked if they had any more, and she actually told me, and this is by Crown Jewels. If you've ever heard of Crown Jewels, this is actually by Crown Jewels. The clerk did tell me that they normally don't even carry these there, and when they do, it's just like what they get, and that's it. They don't ever get them. So I don't even know what she meant by that. But I asked if she was going to get any more. Do they have any more? She absolutely said no to me, just flat out. But it's beautiful. It's not very tiny. I mean, there's some Bibles that are really, really tiny, but this is readable, even with me, as blind as I am. But this is the KJV version, so it's just the King James Version Holy Bible. It was $1, and this is by Crown Jewels. If you've heard of Crown Jewels, I thought for $1, I have so many Bibles, y'all. But I actually wanted to purchase more to gift. I just thought it was beautiful. It's just a paperback Bible, but it's the Bible for $1, y'all. I thought, I have to take it. It's beautiful. I really did like that. So, and that was it from that Dollar General. Those are the items I got. I hope you're still with me, because if I haven't already said, you'll want to stay to the end. I do have some announcements, some really exciting announcements. Exciting to me. I hope they're exciting to you. So stick with me. I hope you're still here. You might want to stay tuned to the end. These announcements, you know me, I always have announcements. They are important. I really hope you're still here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and show you these other items. Not craft items, but these are going in my crafted. So do what you will with what I'm about to show you. Okay, so this one right here. This is an item that I paid. Let me get my receipt first of all. There were 4 different stops that I made. This was actually the second Dollar General that I went to when I was out and about running some errands and doing all the things that I needed to get done yesterday. So I'm going to show you my receipt. Of course, you're not going to be able to see it. It was quite a purchase. I spent $57. Did not mind spending the $57. This is my receipt. It's actually not long, but it's pretty long. Of course, the items are they're not all here that I'm going to show you now. I only pulled out my receipt to show you because I thought it was really interesting when I made this purchase at this second stop that I made at Dollar General. Now, some of these items on my receipt, I'll go ahead and just tell you. Everything is 50 cents, $1, or $3. Nothing is, okay, so what I'm trying to say is I do have 2 $8 items, 1 $10 item, and 1 $5 item. These items, 2 were 8, 1 was 10, and 1 was 5. Everything else was 50 cents, $1, or $3. Literally. 50 cents, $1, or $3. However, there were some items that rang up a certain price, but then there was a promotional discount minus amount on that, if that makes sense. Like, let me explain. Like, I purchased. Okay, I was gonna go with it. Let me just put these to the side, and I'll explain what I thought that was super cool to me. However, I did still spend $57 because of those $8 and $10 items. Now, some of these items I pulled to the side because they were not craft related. They were just cutesy things and things on clearance that I thought I could use in my house, so I purchased them. However, I did pull those aside. I may or may not do a video and show those items because they were really good deals on clearance, and you might find these clearance items at your local Dollar General. So I may make a separate video on that. I just feel like I need to say that. But what I'm trying to tell you is I did find 2 Craft American, I think 3 Craft American, really? You guys, I found 3 American Craft items at this Dollar General. And what I wanted to tell you was they did not ring up for the price that they were marked. So simple is what I'm trying to keep it simple, Rosie. Okay, y'all already know. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is I found some items that rang up less than what they were marked for, but that's not it. They even marked down even less. Okay, let me just show you so I can explain this. Okay, so I found this everyday 6x8 paper pad. Look at the patterns. Aren't they beautiful? I love this. They only had one. I would have definitely have bought more. These were priced at $3. However, they did not ring up $3. Let me tell you what they rang up for, and then I will show them to you. So this is one 6x8 everyday 18 paper pad. It's the AC everyday paper. And it's the 6x8, and these are the patterns. I will show them to you in a minute. So these were priced at $3. However, on my receipt, the 6x8 paper pad, everyday paper pad, rang up on my receipt for $2.25. Give me a minute. So the 6x8 paper, everyday paper pad rang up on my receipt for $2.25. But underneath that, I've got a $1.58 less promotional discount. What? Don't know what that is. Meaning they took $1.58 off the marked price of $2.25, and that's what I paid for. I'm sorry I didn't do the math. In fact, I can't even figure out what that is right now, but I can tell you it's less than $2.25 what it rang up for, because it rang up $2.25, yet they gave me a $1.58 discount on this paper pad, and I'm here for it. Like, yes, please, and thank you. I mean, it is only 18 sheets, but it's precious. Look at this. I would have definitely paid for more. However, they only had this one 6x8 and that one 6x6, and that's all I found. I thought they were $3. I would have actually paid $3 because I loved these patterns. Look at that. It's only 18 single size, 6x8 everyday paper pad, y'all. But look at these designs. Look at these prints. Look at these colors. Look at the stars. You already know. But they did not ring up $3. They rang up. It says right here on my receipt, $2.25. And I don't know what that less $1.58 promotional discount. I don't know what that is, but they took $1.58 off the $2.25, and that's what I paid for this. And I'm like, yes, please, and thank you, ma'am. So that's what I did. Now let me show you. These are the designs, and they're precious to me. They're so precious. They're so pretty. You already know I cannot do this, but I'm going to try and show them to you. Absolutely beautiful. So I really did love this paper pad. I really did. Everything about it. Everything. It's only 18 sheets, but I loved these are the patterns and right here. There you go. XSO. Look at these. This floor right here. This wording right here. I mean everything. I mean, this plaid, all of it. A beautiful paper pad. 6x8 to me. I'm a paper loving fool, y'all. This is it. Sorry about that. But yeah, it was less. It was rang up $2.25 minus $1.58 from that $2.25, and that's what I paid. Don't know what it is. Don't even feel like doing the math. It really just, my numbers just give me a headache, really. But you get what I'm trying to say. Now, this 6x6 everyday paper pad, 18 sheets as well. Here are the patterns. This one was also priced at $3 according to what I saw where it was shelved, but it did not ring up $3. It rang up $2.25 minus less $1.58 for that promotional discount. If y'all know what that is, like, I haven't shopped at Dollar General, if I'm being honest, in a while. And when I say a while, I mean a couple of years, up until just here recently. Now, I used to shop at Dollar General all the time, but I just really don't anymore. There's certain places that I go and that's what I do, and that's just what it is. But I mean, I used to shop at Dollar General all the time. Now I still put in my number. I no longer have the app on my phone, but I don't know. I don't know what that is. Maybe it is a promotional discount, like because of the item. I feel like I'm being like weird and not know, but that's what the receipt says. So those of you who know, you know. So it did. This is a 6x6. Here are the patterns. Everyday paper pad, 18 sheets. I thought it was just precious. It was the only one at this particular store. Hadn't seen any at the other stores. So this is what I got. And it rang up for $2.25 less the promotional discount, $1.58. So take $1.58 from the $2.25 and that's what I paid for. It's only 18 sheets, but it's absolutely precious. So that's what I paid. I feel like that was a whole lot, but you guys, you already know. So I'm so sorry. I apologize in advance. Or after, you already know. Okay, so that's that. The only other American Craft item that I got at this second location were these permanent chalk markers. These are American Crafts. They don't say metallic, but in my opinion, they look like they're metallic, and these are permanent chalk markers. They were also priced at $5. They had more, however, only in these colors. I only got one. So, I mean, they had more like this, but not any other colors is what I'm trying to say. And they are 5. So 5 permanent chalk markers by American Crafts. It says paint like ink for dark and light paper. And I loved it. Now, if you don't already know, you don't know. But I'm going to tell you. I have never purchased chalk markers. I don't own any chalk markers other than what I've gotten at Ollie's. I do have chalk paint that I've purchased, and I also have chalk paint DIY that I've made myself, but I've never purchased any chalk markers, and I love these. I've always only used permanent markers like on my wood signs, but I absolutely loved these, and I was prepared to pay $5. However, I did not pay $5. Let me tell you what my receipt says. So the 5-pack chalk marker were $3.75 less promotional discount of $2.63. So take the $2.63 from the $3.75, and that's what I paid. And I'm so sorry I didn't do the math. I can't even think right now what that is. I'd have to get pen and paper and do the subtraction, but that's what I paid for these. And I thought, yes, please, I'll do that. So I did spend, my total spend here with tax was $57.91. But I did mention how I did make those big $10 and two $8 purchases and $5, and then some other items that I pulled out that were on clearance. So that's why. But really, for these items, I paid hardly anything for, because that's how much I paid for that. Everything else was 50 cents, and I'm about to show you that. But in that to me, that was so, I loved that. Like, I should have gotten more. I thought they were $5. That's why I only picked up one. If I get a chance, I will definitely go back. It won't be today, but I will probably go back tomorrow and pick up some more, because that's actually a really good price. Whatever the price was. I know it was less than $2. And wait a minute. Let me be for sure. What was the amount that I said? Chalk markers 5-pack. $3.75. So it was definitely less than $3.75 because they took $2.63 off the $3.75. So whatever that is, I'll probably do it here in a minute because I'm like curious to know, but however that sounds. But you get what I'm trying to say. Enough of that. Aren't these beautiful? They are chalk markers. American Crafts. They may not be all that, but they are American Craft chalk markers. They're chalk markers. So that's that. And if I didn't already tell you, I did find a penny item at this location. What I did was not looking for a penny item, but I did make a penny item purchase. That was a surprise. I'll show that one at the end. So the other items that I did pick up there, pardon me, I do apologize. Still taking antibiotics and not feeling myself. These were not American Craft items. However, these are items that I am going to put in my craft room and put to use. We'll start off with this one. Now, this is just a heart spoon wood handle silicone. I'm assuming it's like for baking. However, I'm not going to use it for baking. I'll tell you when I first saw it, I already knew automatically what I was going to use this for. This was priced for $1. So sorry about the glare, the mirror image. It does just say heart spoon. That's it. Doesn't even have, it's got to be a Dollar General brand. Doesn't have anything in the back as far as what the brand or anything is, but I'm assuming it's for baking. It is a wood handle, and look at this cute little heart at the very end here. So pretty. This is silicone. Now, when I do my DIYs projects that I do around the house or whatever, or just that I do as a hobby, like wood signs or whatever, I use super glue. I'm sorry, not super glue. The glue gun, the hot glue gun. Instead of using those little annoying little finger pink protectors you get from Dollar Tree, now I'm not knocking them, they do work. They just don't fit very well and comfortable on my fat fingers, if I'm being honest. So instead of using those when I'm working with the glue gun, I thought that I could use this to like press down when using the hot glue gun so that the glue is set until it sets, if that makes sense. So that's what I meant by this. So that's what I'm using this for. They only had one. Had they had more, I would have snatched them. You'll already know, because they were only $1 priced. You can see that. However, these rang up 50 cents. They must have been on clearance or whatever. So I got those. Everything else that I'm going to show you, aside from 2 other items, I paid 50 cents. I didn't know that until I got to the register. Or until I got home and looked at my receipt. So these right here were also 50 cents. They were priced as $1. Sorry about the glare, if you can see that. These are just 8 blank cards and envelopes, but look at this color, you guys, and the stars, you already know. That's all it is. They only had one, or I would have snatched a couple more, but these were $1. Rang up $1. Rang up 50 cents, but they were priced at $1. Didn't mind. This color is so beautiful. I've got so many papers, this color, and some fabric, and I'm working on a journal that I'm starting. I don't know what I'm going to use it for, but I'm just really drawn to this color. It's so beautiful to me, and I've got so many ideas, and so I'm going to use this in that journal. They're just 8 blank cards with envelopes, marked as $1, paid 50 cents with those bright yellow stars. Got that. And then I also got these. Oh my goodness, I was like over the moon when I saw these. Now, these are just exactly what it says, food picks. They are 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 food picks. They were priced as $1. Now, I'm not using these for food picks. I don't know. They're just plastic food picks with that star. And look at the color, you guys. I'm definitely going to incorporate these in that journal. I don't know how. Maybe a paper clip or even just like a little tuck spot. I'm not really sure. Something. But I just loved these. They only had one. I would have snatched me some more, but we got that. Then I found this one, and oh my goodness, you already know. I had to get it. This is a cookie cutter. It was priced for $1. 50% off clearance. I don't have, well, I do. That's a fib. Punches. You guys, my punches that I have are thrifted. They're old. Some of them don't even work. I've yet to pull the trigger to buy new ones. I'm going to have to, because they're getting to the point where they're just so old that they don't punch. My husband, I even gave one to my husband not too long ago, and I said, can you fix that for me? Because he can fix anything. Like put some WD-40 or whatever, and he just couldn't. He says, you need to just chunk that one. So I'm like, okay, whatever. But anyways, that was too much. What I'm trying to say is it's a cookie cutter. I'm just going to make my own ephemera, trace it, fuzzy cut, and just use that as a star ephemera. I know I'm just weird like that, but that's what I'm going to use this for. You guys already know I make my own stuff with what I have. So I just loved the color. It was a star, and I was like, yes, please. That's what I'm going to do with that one. And then this other one. Doesn't take much to excite me, you guys. I'm so ready to start getting and creating. I also found this cookie cutter. It's just a flower. Was priced for $1. Got it for 50 cents. And so, yeah, you already know. Don't even have to say it. Okay. Now, the last item. Not the last item, but this was my penny item. I told you I found a penny item. For those of you who don't know, if I haven't already said it, a penny item. Now, there's a certain time of the year when Dollar General has penny items throughout the store. Now, I used to do penny shopping, but this was years ago when I didn't have a full-time job. At the time, my husband and I would go and do penny shopping. I did it. I would tag him along with me, and we downloaded the app on our phones, and we would just start scanning, and we would find penny items. However, I have not done that in years. Didn't even think it was a thing anymore. But when I went to this Dollar General, I found these. Now, these are just hanging file folders. That's what they are. Look at this pattern. Now, I already have some, but they're old. They need to be retired. I purchased some at Ollie's. I don't even remember. I think the designs were kind of more like girly and pink. I can't recall. I'm not going to use those. I'm going to use these. I was so drawn to these. I thought it was so elegant, simple, chic. I don't know. They were just... I found these and I thought, this is what I'm going to use. I'm not going to use the other ones for my file cabinet. I just really just like the simplicity and colors of these. And, excuse me. And they're just like a charcoal gray, this polka dot, and then this other, I don't know what you want to call this, diamond, I don't even know. And you know, if I'm being honest, this is actually embossed. There's like a texture to it. So, that was really nice. This is a 6 count. It's exactly what it is. Hanging file folders, and that's what I'm going to use them for my file cabinet. Now, they had 2. Didn't have a price on it. Didn't know. I was hoping they wouldn't be no more than $5 at the most. So I only grabbed one. When I was ringing up my stuff, the clerk was like, ooh. And I'm like, what? And I'm like, oh, don't tell me they're more than $5. I really want them. I wasn't going to pay more than $5. Had they been only $5, I would have gladly paid the $5, but not more. She made this face and I didn't know. She's like, ooh. And I'm like, what? And she's like, tell me they're not more than... I said, please tell me they're not more than $5. She goes, you got a penny item. And I was like, what? She says, yes, ma'am, you got a penny item. I'm like, you're kidding me. That's even a thing still? Anyways, I was super excited. She says, do you want to pay for your purchase and go back and do some penny shopping? I said, no. I would love to, but no. Don't have the time for that today. And so I paid for my purchase, went and got the other one, so I got 2. There were only 2, so I did pay a penny for these. You guys, they have penny items at Dollar General, and right now you should go. All you have to do is download. You know what? Just do a search on YouTube for Dollar General penny items. There's lots of wonderful ladies that can explain it to you, that can show you, and I would not be that lady, but yes, I did. Without even looking, didn't do the scan or whatever, these were a penny item, so I got 2. So you guys, that was absolutely awesome. Absolutely awesome. I was super excited. I mean, I was excited. I really was. Okay, so I've only got 2 other items to show you. That's enough of all of that. This other item was 25% off. It was priced as $1. I'm not exactly sure. It looks like it might be used like for a plant of some sort. Although I'm going to use this in my craft room. Probably for like my paintbrushes is what I thought I was going to use it for. It was $1. I don't know. It was 25% off on clearance. So don't know how much I paid for it. So I sure did get that. And that is it for my Dollar General haul, aside from these last 2 items that I'm going to show you. Don't know that I showed them to you yet. This is the $10 item, and then this is the $8 item. There was another $8 item, but I pulled that out because it had nothing to do with crafts. It's like a little trinket candy dish that I'm gonna put out for Halloween or whatever. But anyways, that was $8. I might do a random haul and show those items. But to finish off this Dollar General haul, this was my $10 item. These are just 3 set memo boards. One is a cork board, one's a to-do list, a dry erase board, and then I guess this one's like another push pen board, other than just a cork board. But these are the designs right here. If you can see it, I'm sorry about the glare. Here's one right here. Here's the print, and then the cork board's in the middle. And this is just, and it's framed in white. Now, the furniture that I have in my craft room are mixed matchy furniture, and I want to just sand it and repaint it all white. If you don't already know, I thrift, I DIY, I do what I do, and so they're not, one of the pieces in there, it was gifted to me, and it's absolutely gorgeous. I want to say it's like the dream box, or however I'm not even going to say it right now. I'm going to do a whole video on that. That's to come in the future, but the pieces in my craft room are mixed matchy, you know, they're not, it's not all completed set. However, they are functional and they work good, just right for me. And I do have all my craft supplies in there and stuff, but I want to sand them all down and redo and repaint them all the same color, is what I'm trying to say. That was a whole lot. You guys, I'm so sorry. But these are framed in white. I didn't mind paying $10. I do have a dry erase board and a cork board. However, they were very thrifted back in the day, and they're so old they need to be retired. I didn't mind paying $10 for these. I'm so excited to do a makeover in my craft room, so that is to come. Now, the other last item that I purchased was $8. Did I need this item? Absolutely not. But did I get it? Yes, I did. So do what you will with that. Okay, so I'm going to show it to you. And it's just this little phone holder, you guys. I did not need this for $8. I did not. But it's so cute. It's even pink. Looks like a little TV with the antenna. And it's just by True Living, and it's a phone holder. I'm going to take it out so you can show it to you. I did not need this for $8, you guys. It won't be going back. I'm just telling you. It won't be going back. I do not buy and return. This is because it's going to stay with me. Did I need it? No, absolutely not. It's only $8. I had the $8, so I went on ahead and bought it. But look at this cute little thing. What? Pink is my favorite color. I do have some items, if not a lot of items, that are pink in my craft room. And I have an old phone here. And all you do is just slide it in. Now that I'm looking at, oh, okay, I was going to say, now that I'm looking at it, where's the antenna? But, okay, so it does come with the little things so that you could decorate your little, isn't that cute? Oh, you guys. I'm a sucker for the cutesy things. Okay, so that's what I paid $8 for. And it's just, there's an old phone. It does have the little feet where you can, like, stand it up or let it sit, yeah. And you can decorate it with all the things. It was $8. There was something else that I bought for $5. Like I said, it was like a runner. I'm going to use it like a rug or something in my entryway. But that's neither here or there. You guys, that's it. That's it for my Dollar General haul. I know I'm a little much, but if I haven't told you, I so greatly do appreciate each and every one of you. I hope that you and everyone you love are doing good and well. And I do greatly do appreciate all the time that you take from your day to watch my videos. Thank you so, so much. Now, for my announcements. I do want to tell you that I have another giveaway coming. I'm going to try and post that video for y'all tomorrow. It is going to be American Craft Supplies. So I will look out for that video that is coming tomorrow. The other announcement that I wanted to make is, you guys, as I was Dollar General shopping yesterday, you're not going to believe it. Oh, you're not going to believe it. There was this one stop that I made in between the Dollar General shopping that I was doing. I found this place here in it wasn't even a place, guys. It was just like on the side of like the road. I don't know if it was like in a little shopping center. I don't know if this place was going out of business or what, but oh my word. Now, I've said this on my channel before that I feel like I'm truly blessed, as we all are. God is good. But I want to tell you that a lot of supplies that I have in my craft room, a lot. A lot. I've purchased a lot of things, of course. I'm not going to say that I haven't, but I've gotten a lot of amazing finds for free. Stay tuned for that video. You are going to want to see this one. I found some amazing, it's like every paper crafter's dream, if they are a paper crafter like me. Okay, so, excuse me, I feel like I need to blow my nose. I do want to tell you that this video is coming on Monday. You are not gonna want to miss this. I'm just saying, if you're a paper crafter and you're interested, these items were all absolutely free. Absolutely free. Every last one of them. I'm super excited to show them to you. Not only because it might just be paper, but there's some amazing, great things in there. Excuse me. And there's something in there that I'm going to show you that I absolutely did not pay anything for. And the lady there was like, take as much as you want. I could have taken it all, but I didn't want to be that person. I am not that person. But I'm happy with what I got. She was trying to get rid of it. She's like, take as much as you want. Truly, just truly. She wanted it to be put to use and not just go to the landfill. I totally get that. I'm like so for that. However, I did not take everything because my husband would probably throw me out of the house. But anyways, there is something in there that's absolutely beautiful, brand new. I have several and I want to share them with you all. So I hope that you come back with me on Monday and stay tuned for the giveaway announcement video tomorrow. And you guys, I'm doing the Dollar General haul tomorrow. I hope that you will come and join us over there. And again, I greatly do appreciate each and every one of you. I cannot express that enough. I've said this before, but I truly do mean it from my heart. I hope that you and everyone you love are doing good and well, and have a beautiful, blessed day. And I will see y'all tomorrow if you want to join me for a Dollar Tree haul, or on Monday. Have a beautiful, blessed day, and thank you so much. Bye.